We put so much emphasis on goal setting. And yes, it's important to set goals because it gives a direction in where we want to go. And it's a great way to motivate ourselves, to push harder, to work harder, to get there. But I find that goal setting is just the first step. And the most important step is what I call goal getting. So once the goals are set, like what are you actually going to do, to accomplish them, to get those goals, the goal getting? And I find by default that we put too much focus on our long-term goals. And when I mean long-term, like what's going to happen in like, let's say a year or 2 years. And even too much focus on mid-term goals, like what's going to happen in a few months. And I would say even too much focus on short-term goals, what I mean like in a week or two. But I highly encourage you to have daily goals. Because when you're hyper focused on what you're going to do today, which you control, you know what's going to happen in the next 24 hours. What's going to happen in a week, you don't know. In 2 weeks, in 2 months, in a year, come on. And think about it. How many times is exactly like what you think is going to happen in a year happens exactly like you imagined it? Basically never. And I'm not saying having long-term goals is a bad thing. I encourage people to have long-term goals, to dream big. But I encourage people to make sure that their daily goals, what you're doing today, is an opportunity to take care, to tick the boxes of whatever you want to accomplish a little bit further down the road. I like to give the metaphor of driving a car at night. If you're driving from Montreal to Toronto, which will take you about 6 hours, that's your long-term goal. You know where you're going. You don't need to remind yourself all the time. You know you're going there. What's going to allow you to get there safe and sound is to focus on whatever your lights are projecting in front of you. That's daily goals. That's right in front of you. And the better you do that, you will get to your long-term goal eventually. But you don't need to think about that long-term goal all the time. Daily goals. Make sure you find a way to improve every single day.